Hey there, folks. It is the online business coffee break. How are you doing? So, hey, Grania, you're very welcome. So, basically, the way the online business coffee break works is anyone who turns up, we have a chat, we talk about your business, any questions, and we just play by ear every day. So, I'm going to promote you to panelist. If you want to just type in the chat box if you want to come on via video, and if you're available in case you're in pajamas or you got kids around you. So I'm promoting you to panelists, so if you want to accept it, you can, and we'll see how that goes. So it's a great way of actually, hey Donna, how are you doing? You're very welcome. So I'm just going to promote you to panelists. So basically whoever comes on, we just come on, we talk about your business, we talk about who you are, what you do, and we give your business a shout out as well. So if I've promoted you, you can turn on your video, you can turn on your audio. If you're not available to do that, you can just type in the chat box and we can just say hello from there. So let me know if you're available to turn on your video. Great. Hey, Grania, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm just actually trying to find a safe place to park. I'm just going onto the hard shoulder now. And 2 minutes.
You better park. Please do park. Please do park. Okay, no worries. Donna, how are you doing? Do you want to turn on your video? Let us know who you are and that you're a real person. So it's always good to make sure that we have real people coming on here. And so the last few days, some of the things that we've been doing is some business owners just coming on because we're kind of everyone's in a bit of crisis mode at the moment. I'm doing the online business coffee break really to support people, to just give them a place to turn up, a place to talk about what's going on, about if I can help in any way, I'll give some support if I can. And so we're also talking about online business and online marketing, and how in this time we can, there we go. Hey, Donna. Oh, Donna, how are you? Is it Donna
McLaughlin?
Is that Donna from...
yeah, hi Martha, it is. How are you?
It is. I'm just trying to see there quickly. You look gorgeous. Come on as you are.
Yeah.
What was I going to say to you? So thanks, Merlin, for turning up today and coming along to say hello. So what we do is normally a few others come on as we go along. So I'll probably just add them in. So do you want to do a little elevator pitch, who you are, what your business is, and give your website?
Yeah, sure. Hi Martha, it's Donna McLaughlin. I'm a food and packaging technical consultant. At the moment, my business has gone from hero to zero, as a lot of my clients don't actually want external visitors on site. So dealing with that at the moment, it's quite difficult. Probably okay for the next few weeks. I was very lucky. I was on holidays for the last 2 weeks. And okay. I'm in isolation for 2 weeks now, so
okay.
Yeah, so probably looking to do things online over the next few weeks.
Perfect. Yeah, and I think do you know what, I'm so glad we have the space just to even come on and say that, look, you know what, my business has gone from hero to zero, and this is why I'm here, and this is why I'm here to support you. So one of the things that we're starting tomorrow, if you're welcome to join us, I don't know if you know about it, Donna, we're doing the SOS Get My Business Online in 3 days. It's basically an emergency program I've come up with for people just like yourself, who literally just need to create an offer and get it out there now. And it's really just what I was going to say to you. It's I guess the reason I created it is that, you know, people like your strategy a month ago, 2 months ago, needs, the thing is, we could be out of this in 10 or 12 weeks, but people need to get through the next 10 or 12 weeks, you know. So I'm just going to put in the link to that. We're starting tomorrow. It's on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then 3 weeks after, the next week we're doing another 3 days bonus Q&A. I'm going to run it probably the week after that again. So if you can't do it this week, you can join in the next one. But so what we're going to do is basically create your first digital offer, whether that's a live workshop, whether that's a live way of working with people, or whether it's a digital product that you can sell. So if you're interested in coming on that, click that link, and we'll be going live tomorrow. Woohoo! Excited. Actually, I had an idea. I was thinking about you, Laura, this morning. Actually, I had an idea there this morning. I'll come back to it in a minute. And this is the thing, right? When you come on to the Online Business Coffee Break, you know, we share ideas, we connect, we network, and amazing things actually seem to come out of it. So, Donna, I see you're there now. You're parked, are you? Or not Donna, sorry.
Donna, yeah. Yeah, I tell you, it's really interesting to hear you, and I'm hearing a lot of kind of similar webinars at the minute. People wanted to get stuff online and get online quickly. But our business has been corporate resourcing for I suppose the last 2 years, and we had seen a trend over the last, I suppose, 6 months that people were looking more virtual anyway for their remote workers, and for diversity and inclusion, I suppose, to be compliant with diversity and inclusion policy. So we had started to look online, say around last November, December, and we have offerings already. I suppose my big challenge now, and we've decided to leave the face-to-face resourcing altogether when everything normalizes. And myself and my partner, we developed 3 online programs sort of over Christmas, and they're up there. My big challenge now is to let people know that they actually exist. And
what are the names of the programs? What do they do, Grania?
Yeah, so
what's your website?
So our business will have 2 websites. So we have an app called Still Mind, and I had a query, that's why I came on today, but I'll tell you that in a minute. So YogaPal, we have, YogaPal it's like, I suppose, an essential body-mind partner for organizations. So we had at one point, until very recently actually, a panel of yoga, Pilates, mindfulness, and meditation teachers, and we would send them out to companies and organizations and corporates and schools and gyms, and that literally evaporated on the 6th of March. And all those teachers have gone virtual and gone to Zoom in their own businesses, and they're all gone ahead and up and running. But as I said, we had these offerings, and we had started to tentatively let the market know, look, this is available, but we're saying it's already available. We want people to take it up more. So there's an online Pilates program, and it's on a teaching platform. There's an online yoga program on a teaching platform, and an online MBSR program for body mind teachers, or any teachers who are already in the teaching space. And it's the MBSR is accredited by the CPT standards body in the UK, who I work closely with. And we have our app called Still Mind. So I suppose for me, the type of upskilling our business needs right now is letting people know we exist, that the offering is already there, and it's really reasonable, because we're not trying to use this as an opportunity to fleece people. It's a nice time to offer something quality that's, you know, that's affordable, because financial health is a big issue for people right now. They don't know what way their jobs are going, so investment in something expensive is just not going to happen. So we've all that kind of in the mix of our packages. And then we have the Still Mind app, which is an Irish app that I made, and actually one of the members here, Lisa Kelly, we've worked on that together over the last 2 or 3 years, and it's up there. We refreshed it and the content quite recently. So to make a long story short, when people, I've been trying lots of different searches. I've asked my friends and saying when they look for Still Mind, the Google search gives them Calm and Headspace. So Calm and Headspace have managed to hide us with whatever technology they know better than I do. Yeah, so they've got a way of sticking onto our searches, and I was wondering if anybody has the expertise to know how to undo that. And also, if there are people on this group that have online marketing skills that I don't have, like I've literally upskilled in the last, I know, like 1,000% more than I did 6 months ago, just from researching all this stuff. But those are the kind of skills I guess I need to let people know we exist and stop being hidden by the bigger players.
Can I pause you for a minute? Because I think the one thing that came to me from everything that you've just said is that you have so many, Hi, Chloe. Is that you have so many, like you said a few different websites to me, and I just feel
Two.
you have
Yeah.
two. So you have Yoga Pal and Still Mind. Is that it? Is it?
Yeah, and the website is a landing page for the app, which lives on Google Play. Yeah.
Okay. So I think I mean, yeah, let me just open it. Yogapal.com, is it?
.co.
.co. Okay. So I think, I mean, at the moment, I'm just off actually. I'm just after giving a talk to a number of people. And one of the things is that at the moment, it's a fantastic time to connect with people. It's a fantastic time to grow your list. It's a fantastic time to share your services. And sorry, I'm just opening it there. It's just loading for me. Yoga Pal, I see it. Okay. Okay. So, I mean, what you can do, I just saw my sister shared with me actually, what's his name? What's that film star? Your man that's Thor, is it that guy? He has an online fitness thing and he's after making it free for 6 weeks for people globally, right? So, I mean, one of the things that you can do is connect with businesses and get them to sign up, give them 2 weeks free of your
Yeah,
app and your services.
There's a challenge with that. We have a cash flow issue arising out of our corporate business because some of them have gone out of business and we have a cash flow issue. So that's one side of it. Okay, so cash is an immediate concern for us.
Okay.
Then second of all, in some cases with some of the platforms we use, we're on the free version and it's only when you move to the pro version, and actually a lot of the times the pro version is quite expensive, that you get to offer the different pricing options. So we've looked at all of that, and what we've decided to do is price where it's affordable. And if there's any free content we're going to give, it's trailers and tasters. And that's the only free content we want to give because that's where we find ourselves.
Okay, because you have to pay for the platform.
Yeah, so that's kind of the position, because, you know, myself and Martin, we had a good chat about it, and that's where we find us. Like it's quite sad actually. My mother had to actually help me out. My mother's a pensioner, to actually help me out just to pay the teachers, just to make sure, because as happy as some big corporates were to leave us waiting for our money, and they still have, and even some of the smaller ones I wouldn't even chase because they went out of business. We made sure the teachers were paid because I wouldn't not pay them. You know, it's just not fair.
I know.
And then they're in dire straits. But we've turned the corner with that, and we're now focusing, get the online offering out there, and let people know about us because it's affordable. It's priced for the market with people in the concern they have with their own financial health at the moment. And so it's
like one of the things, because I know, let's say within my own groups, we're talking about actually choosing technology at the moment, and you know, starting lean. And this is one of the reasons, because sometimes you still have to pay for the platforms when the bloody money isn't coming in, right? But one of the things, Grania, a possible solution is that, I mean, you could, okay, you have the platform, you could say to your corporate companies, look, I want to get everyone into a Facebook group. We're going to support them.
I'm actually staying away from the corporate business though, because they don't pay. Yeah, no, we've decided to remodel for B2C. We don't want the corporate business anymore. Yeah, so we're gone. I don't want to hog the whole calls to show the girls.
No, you can't. This is something that everyone's going to come across, right?
Yeah, we've decided to go B2C. I mean, a particular niche in mind, and we're trying to kind of gear our content marketing towards them and move away from the corporate market altogether. So our niche has just changed B2C, and I suppose it's women of my age, my vintage, and you know that kind of catchment that we're kind of content marketing for and towards. And I suppose our content and our product is for them specifically. So
but look, the thing is that, like, if you can't offer something free in the platform, you can always think outside the box. It doesn't mean you have to use the platform for supporting people for free right now.
Yeah,
you could create a Facebook group, grow community.
Yeah. One thing we've done is actually, so as you guys probably all are on this stuff for years, I suppose I've just come into it the last 6 months. I bought up just a cheap version of Canva, like just a very basic version of Canva, and I've made a lot of posters. So people have the free poster printables, you know, for different sign-ups. And if they sign up to the more expensive program, they get a free book because it's a book as well. So I'm doing kind of taster freebie things, but actual full-on freebies where it's giving stuff away for nothing, it's just not in our remit at the moment.
But the thing is,
for them.
I know that, but I suppose part of your marketing is helping people get to know you. Often people won't buy from you until they know who you are, and it's a bit of a catch-22. So it's kind of like, how can you show up and be of service and still offer, like, I mean, give them something where they're sampling, getting to know who you are, allow them to, you know, and then choose the platform if they want to. And it can be very hard.
We've been doing a lot of MailChimp lately with that in mind, because that's something that we began, I suppose, at the beginning of the year. But, you know, what I'm aware of as well is things take time, you know, and it's not going to be overnight, and I'm kind of allowing it to bubble. But again, it's a tension between giving away too much and actually being of service. And I'm completely in agreement with you there and in that space. But
to be honest,
our MailChimp has some of that stuff, in as much as we can afford it, you know.
Yeah, and I think as well, it can be hard to, like, I know when I was starting, I thought I didn't want to give away anything. I was like holding my business, my knowledge to myself like my babies. And to be honest, what I've really learned is that you need to share. Sorry, I'll go out in a second. Here's lovely. Yes, okay, close the door. They know to bribe me when I'm on a call. Anyway, but the thing is that basically, I think it's learning. It's hard to be giving stuff away when you're in a times of crisis, when the cash flow isn't coming in. But honestly, that's probably the biggest time when you need to.
Yeah, I think that's a very, like, people kind of find that kind of amount themselves, you know, that kind of way. They find that, they test it and try and that we're kind of in the middle of testing that at the moment.
Yeah.
What we can,
my only advice to you, Grania, is be as visible as possible. Be on as many platforms as you can. Share your videos. Get people to know your teachers and the expertise that you provide.
Well, we've actually, we don't have a panel anymore. Everybody's gone back self-employed, which is pity, actually. But I think we're all going to emerge stronger and wiser from this. I think, to be honest, for me, I believe we're doing all the right things. It's just going to take time and work. You know, it's just going to take time and work. And the online marketing, it's just going to develop and build. You know, but I suppose I did. If anybody on the call has this kind of expertise, do you know how to stop yourself being hidden on Google searches by the bigger players like the?
Well, the thing is that their SEO, they have SEO and they've paid advertising, right? And they're working.
We do too, actually. We do too, believe it or not.
No, I know. Yeah, I know, but they've
got bigger budgets.
Bigger budgets, right? And the thing is that the bigger guys are possibly always going to be ahead of you. You know, I don't know until you catch up with it, right? But the thing is that there are multiple ways to be seen. And I think one of the biggest things, and this is for everyone who's watching this and watching the replay, is that the biggest thing that you can do right now is actually, I mean, what we're doing here, connecting with real people, you know, and if somebody likes your page, you know, to actually connect with them, send them a message, and build relationships. And I know it's not a fast answer. I know it's not, it's more of a way of doing business. But I think if we continue, if you're, you know, it's not one dimensional, unfortunately. It's not just SEO. It's not just videos. It's not just email marketing. You kind of have to have all of the different parts going at the one time. And I wish I had an answer for you straight away, Grania. Unfortunately, I don't. But I think really it's turning up now. And I think at this time is challenging all of us to show up in a very different way. Like, I've started this online coffee break, and I just felt the need, to be honest, I wanted the hour of sanity to talk to other business owners and help them with their online business. You know, how can you show up every day? Like, what are you a yoga teacher yourself?
Yes, yeah. No, I teach all of them, and I'm still doing a couple of private classes for, you know, for virtual for customers. To be honest, we're probably doing everything right. It's just patience.
Yeah.
Patience.
And have you Facebook? Have you free Facebook group?
We've got everything you've mentioned, and we have Pinterest, and we have YouTube channel. We've got, like, we've done it all. I think for us, like, Yoga Pal has been around since June 2018, but the online piece is 6 months old, and it's just to get people to know it more. But as you say, it's the relationships.
It's the relationships.
Yeah.
And
actually, I've had some great conversations with our customers in the last, with our existing customers, and it's having faith and keeping going that it's gonna happen eventually, that sort of way.
Yeah.
And having faith that these are the right things, and just continuing on even if the results aren't immediate, that sort of way. And
yeah, exactly. And like, if you can build a free Facebook group right now, and just, do you know what, turn up every day. If you're doing your own yoga every day, put the camera on, do a live in a free Facebook group. Because right now we all need our own meditation and self-care, right? So allow other people to join in with you. And just say, hey guys, our business has gone to corrupt. I'd love you to come in and connect with us and join in. And just put the link out there. And that could be a platform in itself to grow what you have,
Yeah, we've a lot of people on Facebook, and a lot of great kind of feedback from them. Like you say, it's just continuing the relationships. But I think we just have to have faith.
But I think faith will go so far, Grania, but it's taking action every day, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's giving.
But faith, what I mean is faith that those actions are the right actions, and just to keep doing them and believe in them.
And I think as well. Yeah. Sorry, I think as well that the faith is brilliant. The action, all you can do with action is hope that it's guided. If it's working, keep going. If it's not, change tactics.
Yeah, I mean, I've known about this group for quite a while, and it had been on the long finger, and I've been in a few different groups, but when I joined yesterday, I just had this feeling of, oh my god, these are great people, and they're really doing stuff. The stuff that you're at home tinkering away and hoping for the best, and then I look, and it's so validating that everybody's at this and everybody's trying, and you're kind of going, yeah, I think I found my tribe here. I hope I haven't talked the call over.
No, I think it's really important. Kim, do you want to come on and say something to her? Because Kim is a dance teacher and has a dance studio online and offline.
I'm here now. Yeah, no, I definitely sympathize with you there, because I suppose, I'm the last 6 months transferring my business to online, and even though my main business is on the ground working with people, online is definitely an area that, I really want to get into bigger. And I thought, oh, this is a little niche market that no one else is going for, and now all of a sudden it's flooded with people, but I suppose like that I stay connected to my members that I have at the moment. That gives me great reassurance that what I'm doing is okay. And even just today, I got a notification, a parent had paid today. I mean, in the midst of all of this, there's still people out there in your business that want to support you and are there for you. And that nearly broke my heart this morning when I seen that payment come through. I was like, I thought I was deserted. I thought like parents didn't want to hear from me, but actually everybody is so caught up and so we're all so much pain at this moment. We can't plan ahead or think ahead. And I did a few questions for them, what would they like, A, B, or C? And the most people said, I'm really enjoying I have free online content at the moment. I have courses done in Teachable. I'm really enjoying, this is the main feedback I got back, really enjoying the free courses that you have. Would love to support you, going forward, whatever you're doing. We'll be here for you when you return. Thank you so much for putting that content there. The kids are really enjoying it, and what more I felt could I ask for? It gave me inspiration to kind of keep going. I have a plan in place now to do a membership and keep it at a very, very low price to help encourage those people who do want to move on. But I still have a lot of free content there that's of good use, and I know that they're getting the value out of, and I just think it is hard, like when you see everybody else jumping on board now and you're like in the middle of this ocean now. How do you stand out? And I think the main thing is being true to yourself, not look at the competition, and believe that people are coming to you for you, and they're attracted to you, and the members that you've built up so far, you know, are there for you and will be there for you when this all calms down. But at the moment it's blown up, and we've got a dead right to be, you know, we didn't build this business overnight. It's not going to evolve into an online business overnight, you know. But everybody's in panic mode, so you're not alone, Grania, there, you know, we all are.
Yeah, and like one of the conversations I had with Kim actually was like last week, like my own kids, they're doing their piano lessons, and I had payments that I needed to make, and I just literally hadn't got to making them.
Yeah.
I've made one yesterday, and I have to make more this week. But last week my head was in such a bubble with friggin' trying to get aligned with being the moon tour as well as running a business and running the house and everything else, you know, that some people, I think they're just kind of coming out of the fog right now, especially in Ireland. I think in the UK they're entering the fog this week. So, you know, we're all in different timelines with this crisis, and I think like what Kim said, staying in communication, building relationships right now is, I think, one of the best things you can do, being of service. And like, it's funny because one of the talk that I just did there this morning, you know, one of the people on the talk, she said, oh, you know, you can't be charging for things right now. But here's the thing. She was a graduate, so she hadn't really started her business yet. But like what I had said was that it is fantastic to be of service now in as much as a way as you possibly can. But if people want more service from you, it's okay to charge right now. There are people who want to pay. Like I had to pay for my piano lessons yesterday. They're still getting one-to-one piano lessons on WhatsApp. You know, so when I came home, I was like, girls, get down to that piano and you practice. You know, you know, we're still paying for this. You get that practice done, right? So it was just, for me, it's just like, yes, let's be of service, but let's keep offering something that people want right now. Many people say yes to the membership, Kim, just curious.
Yeah, there was a nice few said they'd love to continue learning, and that like the, you know, the €10 monthly, whatever I was going with, was, you know, very accessible for them at this time. And like for me, I kept going back to, you know, you saying like, you know, is your ladder up against the right wall? Like for me, in my head, that was my plan with my business. I wanted to be able to support my members through online. So that's not changed for me. And it was always going to be at a very affordable price. So I'm very happy going forward with that. But what I loved back last night was the communication with the parents that were like, you know, and hearing their frustration and me being honest with them going, listen, lads, I'm all over the place at the moment. I have my own kids here. You know, I can only do so much when they're gone to bed or I'm not doing stuff with them. So at the moment, this is what I can offer. What do you think? How are you getting on? And parents come back saying, I have a child in Leaving Cert. I'm stressed off my game. Rebecca has been pushed to the back of the pile at the moment. I haven't looked at her activities. And to be quite honest, kids aren't looking for activities at the moment. Like I find my kids aren't anyway. I'm making them do stuff because I've either paid for it or, you know.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I think now people, as this goes on, I think
goes on, it'll change.
Of the biggest things, one of the biggest things people are going to cry out for is a routine, a time to turn up and do something that will make them actually do something, you know. So I hope some of this conversation has helped, even just to talk it out and to vent it out. You know, we might just go on and just do a little round robin. So Donna, you said, sorry, you had started your, do you want to just, now that everyone's here, do you want to give us another shout, Donna, who you are and what you do? Oh, hang on, you're muted, hang on, I'll mute you.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, sure.
Perfect. So I am currently a food and packaging consultant, looking to put some of my stuff online. I think it's very useful for people to get together and even to be able to admit when your business has I don't want to say that my business has collapsed, because it hasn't. It's just has to be different. And but I need to take action now to make sure that it doesn't collapse. So I need to be thinking outside the box and thinking about what I can do. I think for the other ladies on this call, like it's actually great to hear the different things that you're doing online. And I think your services will be invaluable to parents who are at home trying to find things for kids to do. And I suppose everybody at the moment is probably watching television. Go on. Okay. I think everybody's probably watching television at the moment, but that's not going to last, you know, and they'll be looking for exercise, different things to do. I think with the yoga online, I think, you know, that's a terrific idea. And maybe, Grania, can you put the link here? And the other thing I was going to say is, if businesses can't afford to pay staff, I think at the moment, I think we all should be going for the COVID-19 payment. It's a 6-week payment that might just help us to get through the next few weeks.
Yeah, I think everyone, everyone who's in business and is affected should totally apply for it anyway. Like, it's something that the government is giving to you, so why not go for it? Thanks, Donna. Thanks for joining us. I was just about to call Valerie there, but she just walked away. Come back, Valerie. Come back. Hello, Valerie. How are you?
Now, am I? Can you hear me?
You're live, and I can hear you and see you.
All right. Now, Martha, I've been on your list for a long time, and when I saw this, I thought, oh, I'll chuck in. Now, I'm not in business. I'm one of the many people who's lost a job, but it wasn't a secure job in the first place.
Right. Okay.
And I kind of feel, because I'm not in work at the moment, I'm kind of behind the curve now with getting up to speed on how to do things online. So that's going to be my job for where are we? Today is Monday. That's going to be one of my jobs for this week. Like the whole world, trying to get used to doing things online. Like if the next job I do get, it's quite possible I will be working from home, even though in my situation.
What was your previous job, Valerie?
Administration.
Okay, fantastic. And I think, like, if you look as well, for anyone looking for some extra work, if you look up upwork.com, if you're looking for people to work on your business, there's fantastic freelancers there. You can create a profile for yourself. There is an array of people. Valerie, it might be just what you're looking for. There's an array of people there from all types of skills. You know, have a look at admin.
One second, I'm just putting this in my phone now. 2 seconds.
Yeah, upwork.com, and there's
Fiverr. Fiverr's another one we've used.
Fiverr, yes, Fiverr. Thank you.
I don't have any. I wouldn't have skills that I could do on Fiverr. I know in the past, having used it for getting logos done up, and it's been
no. But the thing is, there are people there. Whatever work you have done before, you can advertise that you like. Honestly, there's people there that do anything and everything. So like, honestly, like if you were to take the afternoon after this call and write out your skills and services and what you did in your previous job, even if it was in a physical office, you know, you could make calls for a business, you could organize their Dropbox folders, you could, I'm not saying you now, but I'm just like anything and everything. People need admin work done. And the thing is that what you can also do as the time goes on is, you know, upskill yourself into social media and other small things as well, you know. But do definitely look those up. And, you know, the thing is that keep coming on these coffee breaks while we're doing them. Who knows, someone out there might need some admin virtually, and you can create your own, start getting paid for admin work remotely.
Great. Well, that's insight I didn't have. So thank you.
Yeah, and the thing is that over the next couple of weeks as well, haven't set the date now, but I'm going to do a free 4-week course to create your WordPress website. So join us for that. Like you could either, if you want to create a WordPress website, there's also Squarespace or Wix. Wix is fantastic if you want to create a really simple website just to get yourself up and going. Valerie Web Admin Services, and just get yourself started, Valerie,
And do you think the future is work for yourself? Because I suppose I've always been scared.
Oh, no, I mean, the thing is that totally not. I mean, if you don't want to work for yourself, stay with the job, right? Because until you're working for yourself, it requires a lot of work. But the thing is, you could still do remote work as an add-on. It could be your holiday money. It could be extra. And I would always say start off as extra, because it's hard to replace your full income when you're only starting, right?
Sorry to put in, I actually have to leave the call now.
No problem, Grania. Thanks for joining.
Thanks for all the great advice, and I'm wishing everybody well, and I'll see you all at some other webinar soon, and keep the faith and keep doing what you're doing.
Keep the faith. Thanks, Grania. Thanks for being so honest as well.
Bye.
And to be honest, that's why we're here as well. That's why I'm doing this coffee break, is just for everyone to just show up and share, I don't know, just connect and see how we can help each other, right? So for yourself, Valerie, just going back to that, I would possibly stay looking for a job, but I'm just saying, if you wanted extra cash for doing remote work, it's always when we have travel back and you want to pay for a holiday, it could be your holiday money, but I mean, unless you have a vision to create a business, always go for it, but just sorry, so that's yourself, Valerie. Laura, give us your two-liner.
My two-liner. Hi everybody. So my name is Laura. I'm based in Cork, and I'm a business and career coach, and I specialize in transition coaching and coaching psychology. So I'm not great at selling myself, to be honest, but I'm very good at helping and supporting people. So Valerie, I just had a quick look in there at your LinkedIn. Your headline needs to change. Currently looking for opportunities, open for opportunities, and then specialize that in your headline, and that grabs some attention as well. I just kind of think for yourself, you just need to kind of work on your focus and developing your message right now. You'll be surprised, just even those small steps, where that will take you as well. I suppose kind of I've been part of this now since last week, Martha, and this hour is definitely my hour of sanity. I am genuinely working 15, 16-hour days at the moment. I don't know how I'm keeping up with it, but I am super busy, and I'm extremely grateful and consider myself lucky in these times. But I'm going to put it down to years of hard work and building relationships, connections, and helping and supporting others. And I think it always comes back to you then in abundance. So anybody who's on these calls, if I can do anything to help and support, and honestly, it's free of charge. I'm looking at social media and posts and photographs lately, queues into McDonald's and people going in and out to shops, buying electronics. The spending trend is just increased through the roof. The human behavior, if we just kind of watch those, there is money out there. So I'm actually going to be a little bit different, and I'm not going to be promoting anything free anymore. I want people to actually put their own value out there. People are spending lots of money at the moment, and I think parents as well, even more so. Corporates and commercials and companies, there's a small bit of freeze on payments because it's unknown territory at the moment, but that will settle in a week or two once they have their contingency plans kind of settled. But I'm actually going to be start telling people and encouraging people, start charging for what you're doing. People are willing to spend. People are just in a tizzy and busy. I'm not getting to see lots of people's messages and posts and stuff like that, but the spending is there.
I really totally agree. And I think I loved what you just said there, the last line. People aren't seeing the messages. So it's really important to keep putting your message out there. Once isn't enough, twice isn't enough. Like every week, putting your message out there, who you are, what you're doing, providing service, connecting with people, and offering. Like, it was just interesting, that girl who was on my call this morning, you know, I just couldn't go into it on the call, but I could tell her, her mindset was like firing at me. She said, you know, you can't be selling right now. And I really wanted to go bigger into that, but I couldn't, because of the particular call that I was up giving and the talk that I was giving. But like, whatever is coming up for you right now, it's a reflection of your mindset. And if you're thinking that you can't ask for money, you know, if you think you can't charge for your services, the thing is that one lesson that I learned a very long time ago, and I'll tell you this: if you squeeze the jar and loosen the jar, if you don't make an offering, someone else will, and they'll pop the jar open. You can warm up the jar for someone else and let them open the jar and get the jam, or you can warm up the jar, loosen the jar, pop the jar, and have the jam. And I don't know if that analogy makes sense, right? But many years ago, like, I had different clients and I didn't make offers because in my head I kind of said, oh, they don't have the money now. It's not your job to decide if someone else has the money or not. It is your job to put the offer out there. And if they want to take the offer, then they can. Because you never know what people's circumstances are. You never know. Maybe they're unemployed. Maybe they have 40 grand in the bank from redundancy. You know, we can never assume as business owners. The only thing we can do is connect and serve. And if people want to work with us more, make the offers, you know. And I think, yeah, so I totally agree. I think, I saw a message last night. A teacher posted it from China. They're at the end of 12 weeks. And she was giving her lessons of getting through the 12 weeks. And she said now they're coming out of their quarantine. And it was just so refreshing to kind of see, okay, there's an end to this. It's not forever. And we are going to come out of this. And just what I was saying there to Veronia, I think, like, building connections, growing your email list, creating digital offers that you didn't have. Like, if at the end of this, you create digital offers that you didn't have, your business is going to be so much stronger, because at the end of this, you can work in person and online and with DIY digital offers. So it's a great time to really, or Donna says, oh, her battery's going. Brilliant, Donna. Okay, no problem. Thanks for joining us. And if you want to join us for the SOS, make sure you click the link. So yeah, so it's just, I think, I totally agree, Laura. I think just, yeah, I don't know. It's not a time to hide. That's all I know. It's not a time to retreat, even if the economy is retreating around us. I personally think it's a time to shine even brighter and to get out there, you know. So any other thoughts or questions today, or anyone want to talk about anything? Anyone want to shout out there? Kim, do you want to add anything to that?
If I could make a suggestion, and it's a pity that Grania is gone, but it's very relevant for Kim anyway, and maybe yourself as well, Donna and Valerie. But I'm kind of thinking, like, I'm no marketing expert, and as I said, the irony here is I don't sell myself really well, but I will keep doing what I do really well. For me, I'm kind of finding personal touch at the moment, and I'd like to see more video content, maybe of some of your students giving you a recommendation or referral. This is why I do Kim's classes, and this is why I go to Kim, and show some energy and some fun. And I really kind of think work into your current network and get those referrals and recommendations and reviews going, because that's what will stand out, and it could be a better competitive advantage, and it might help you stand out a bit better. It just emulate that sort of personal touch from others. So maybe a marketing tip that people could use.
Beautiful. Well done, that's gorgeous.
They love look at this, they love to be seen as well, right? They love to be seen. Hello, Chloe. Hello, my love.
Well, you know, you're right. I do find that, like, last night I was so surprised actually with, you know, I sent emails to parents, and like not everybody obviously didn't answer, you know. I mean, I still had about 300 emails, like, and if I got back 50 responses, like, it was loads, you know, and that was some through the, you know, the group and some through whatever. And I understand, like, people aren't actually getting to even open them or to look at them, and they're flooded. They're flooded with information coming into their inbox about every single thing that's been offered to them at the moment, you know. So for me, just to tell parents, like, that I put in my message that, like, you know, I'm here, I'm not going anywhere, you know, I don't want you to be left, like, as in, I was kind of more or less saying, I want to put an option out there for people to be able to continue learning, whether it's using my free online courses, which are available for you to do now, as much as you want, or maybe you want to do continued learning at a, you know, at an affordable rate, which is a support to you, and it's going to be there whether we have classes or not. That's going to be the platform that I'm going to use, or whether, you know, we go on and we try and do Zoom. What would you like to do? You know, and a lot of people actually weren't 100% on the Zoom. A couple said, yeah, like the same time, the same place as they usually do right now.
Yeah. And it's funny because I was going to message you back actually last night, and I actually forgot that I was talking to you anyway, right? Yeah. But I think like one of the things that I think, Kim, is just setting a time. Let's say you know, Wednesday night, 8 o'clock, I'm going to be live. We're going to be talking about this. I'll answer your questions live, because a lot of times, right, people, they see all the messages, see the email, oh yeah, I'll get back to that. Whereas if I could just sit down with you for 2 minutes and get my question answered, you know, so maybe just say, look, 8 o'clock, I'm going to be live, going to answering all your questions in the parent group. So you just do a Facebook Live, you watch the comments maybe on an iPad alongside it, and just because if people can connect live, and if you can tell them, look, this is how it's working. Maybe next Monday I'm going to do a bonus live if the kids want to come in at 11 o'clock, or you know. But I do think, like, I think that's kind of the theme of today, right? It's relationships. It's actually connecting with people in person, like what we're doing right now, huh?
In person, you're dead right. In person, like, they want to be able to see you and ask you a question. You know, they don't have the time to be going through the emails, and that's what I said to people: don't email me back, message me on my phone, because I won't see the email. Like,
and the thing is, like, because even when I was talking to you yesterday, I was kind of going, okay, I need to log in now, and I need to get in this, and even just because people do, they do want to just literally get a piece of you. Most people probably will read the email, but just, I would maybe just say, look, Kim and a cup at 8 o'clock Wednesday night, come ask your questions, get reassured, and learn how to. The thing is as well, this is learning how to use the online platform. Let's all log in together.
Yes, yeah.
Right? So you can say, grab your laptop, I'm going to be on live. You could either do a Zoom. That might be too technically challenging for some people, I'm not sure. Like, you could actually show them how to log in. You can do a drive-through of the online platform, and even make or record a video and upload it into the Facebook group and say, now guys, look, I know a lot of you are, because part of me is like, I still have to go, where is that link? You know, if I could go to ultraflex.com, here's the login. If I can log in from there, then if I have my first step and I know it off the top of my head. Whereas if I don't know the link, I have to go, was it on the WhatsApp group? Was it in the email list? Was it on the Facebook group that she posted the link? Which location and which platform do I need to go to?
I attached it now to my website.
Fantastic.
Yes, at least to tell people that.
So, right, if I can go to your website and log in through there, so I would record the video and say, this is how you do it. You nearly have to give people baby steps and bring them through the process, right? So I would maybe do the video. I would also do the Facebook Live. Kim and coffee, let's connect. Let's talk to the parents. And around your coffee, I've got chicken soup here actually. No coffee there. I made a really lovely chicken soup this morning. But it's really... I think, you know what, right now people need to actually connect with real people, even virtually.
They do, because it's annoying, like, all the stuff that's coming up on Facebook and all the things that are available and everything. My flowers.
Ah, look at that is so lovely for your mammy.
Yeah, but definitely I think the human touch is important, you know.
it's really, and the thing is, like, a girl messaged me last night, or I messaged a girl last night, and she was in Australia, and it was just something she had said, and I just gave her a line that I thought would help her, and anyway, we just connected then, and she sent me someone who's in Cork that can help me with something, and it was just, do you know what? I think right now we just need to be people helping people, and just see what you can do, you know.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so I would yeah, just because the thing is, and don't think as well, because you've put your stuff out there, like what Laura said, that people have seen it, or like what we were saying yesterday, that they've had the time, they still want to do it. Just because they haven't logged in doesn't mean they don't want to do it.
I know.
Maybe if, you know, because even I was thinking the other day, I was on with my sisters, and I was saying, I wish Netflix would have you know, the way on Facebook there's a watch party. I wish there was a watch party on Netflix where myself and my sisters could sit down and say, right, let's watch this together, because that's what people want. They want community at the same time together. Mm. So you could say that, let's all log on together, and if I'm given a time at Wednesday 8 o'clock, I'll go, right, okay, I'm going to do it then. Right, you know. So anyway, I hope that helps, Kim, somehow.
Yeah, no, thanks.
Yeah, so you know, I think as well, just for Grania, if she happens to rewatch the replay on this, the one thing that I really got from her, and look at, we all have it, is you know, I think everyone needs to breathe, literally breathe right now, and you know, just sharing, like what I was saying to her, just sharing what you're doing, telling your story every day, and I think just showing up. And if you can do that every day, if you can just show up and help people every day, you're going to eventually make connections. And as what you had said, Laura, like, who knows where it'll get you. And I think, you know, you build a community as you go, you know.
But there's also that, you know, of looking at people. I could see that panic from that lady as well. You know, there is, and I've had that panic, there is lots of people out there doing what you do, and like all of a sudden then, you know, it's like magnified by all this now. So you're thinking, where are you going to fit in, and where are you possibly going to make a difference, and how are you going to stand out, and everything is blown in the water. But it really isn't the case. It really isn't the case. These people were always there. These people, you know, we can see people a lot more, yes, but at the same time, there's always going to be somebody out there that is potentially better than you, is potentially, you know, whatever that it is. But you have to be you, don't you, really?
You do. And honestly, that was one of the topics I talked about this morning. And the thing is that, like, for the people I was speaking to this morning, they're only starting out in business. And the problem is that someone for the likes of Grania, someone like the likes of yourself, myself, everyone, is that we can, as we go along in business, we can forget our own brilliance, you know, how good we are. And we have to remind ourselves that, like what I was saying yesterday to Taha, you know, it's not just I sell shoes. I am the best shoe shop in Europe. I help people. You know, you really have to claim your space and keep claiming your brilliance and letting people know about it. Because if you have confidence in saying who you are and how good you are, guess what? Other people will connect with you and believe in you. And obviously, if you're no good, they'll see through that, right? But the thing is that I just think, you know, we have to continually trust in yourself, and that, you know, you've been put here to do work, and your job is to do the work, right? And to help people, and I, you know, I like what you're saying there, Kim. Like, you have to stop looking at other people, you know. And if you're spending time looking at other people, that's energy you could be putting into yourself.
100%. Like, I'll stop the scrolling now and all that again, because I was driven mad. I'm like, no, I have my plan. I know what my plan is. It's a brilliant plan. I'm just putting it into place now, and this is it, and I'm going with it. I don't care what they can jump around the place around me, but I am doing my plan.
You know? And you have to be a producer. You know, the thing is that people who are constantly consuming, are not creating in their own business.
Yeah.
You know, and it's okay to consume. I mean, I consume. There was a stage where I was 80% consuming, 20% producing. Now it's flipped. I'm 80% producing and 20% consuming.
And you can't produce out of fear.
No.
When you're fear other people and you're trying to produce stuff just because you think someone's getting ahead of you with something else, or you're panicking, you can't produce anything good then, because it's not coming from the heart. It's not coming from where you think you lie best, and you know, giving people what they want. I know what they want. I know what it is. I'm fine with it. I'm just going to keep going the way I am, you know, and people will be there. Like, it's not the end of the world.
No.
So to speak, we will be back.
No, please God.
And you're also really good at it too, Kim. So it's to own that as well. And using Martha's phrase, now is your time to shine. So yeah, I mean, I really get from you that you do give from the heart, and it's great that you got that feedback yesterday, because you deserved it. So
yeah, absolutely. And I was delighted I did it, because you know, you can go around your own head and tell yourself your own stories and taking, they don't want this, nobody's answering my questions, oh my God, you know, they hate me, I'm overdoing it, step back. But like, realistically, I know what needs to,
but you know what, Kim, people, like, if you ever think you're overdoing it, you're not, because people are so busy. They need all those messages. They need to be, otherwise they will, like, if people don't hear from you, they'll forget about you. And like, the fact that, for me, it's nearly like, you're kind of like a safety net in a way for me as a parent, right? In that there is the emails, there are the messages, the website is there. I know it's there. And if I missed a message, there'll be another message. Do you know what I mean? So never think that you're overdoing it, honestly, because the thing is that you haven't gotten this successful after 22 years from overdoing it. Honestly, you haven't, you know, and it's a matter of just stay going and keep moving forward, you know. And I think you're doing everything right anyway.
Yeah. Thank you, Mark. You're getting 10 emails tomorrow.
I'll check my inbox. But anyway, so I think we'll wrap it up today. Valerie, do you want to add in anything?
No, just really nice to drop in. Like everybody, I need structure in my day and stuff. So and thanks for those websites, and thank you, Laura, for saying have a look at my LinkedIn, which has had no love in a while.
You're very welcome.
So that's something I can do.
Yeah, like it can be a time to be a service to people. It can also be a time to be a service to yourself, you know, to brush up your platforms, and even making sure that your bio is up to date and across all your platforms, you know, not just one of them. And I think as well, Valerie, like, just the fact that you said today you're looking for work. Now 4 of us know you're looking for work, you know, and if you just say the type of work that you're looking for exactly, like, I still don't know what type of work you're looking for. It's admin, what kind of admin?
There's a bit of a question there. I have to figure that out myself.
Okay. Well, maybe you'll come on another call. You might have to figure it out. And so the thing is that, you know, when you tell people, you know, they share it, they might be talking to someone they can put you in connection with, and you never know what might happen, you know.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, we'll wrap it up today, and thanks for joining today. I think it was a real good, honest conversation, and this is what we need. And let's stay going, and let's get through this crisis Corona time, and let's see what amazing stuff is going to come out by the end of it, what we can create. And Corona creation time, isn't that the time?
There's positivity.
Exactly. So I'll talk. Definitely time to go now. Okay.
Bye. Thank you, Martha.
Bye. Thank you.